Hey guys, this is TGStudios in Roblox Studio. I thought I'd talk you through how I've done this little demo. And of course, if you're wondering why I haven't been uploading videos for the past, I think, couple of months or so. As I stated in my last video, I've been unwell. But I am making a recovery and I'm still doing a few Roblox bits and pieces here and there, like this thing. Let's actually turn that down a bit. Yeah, as you can see, this is actually running real time. 0.05. Let's actually do 0.1. Let's actually do 3. Yeah, I'm still sorting out my computer as well. I don't know if you read my last video that my hard drive blew. So I'm just reinstalling everything again and getting it how it used to be. So I'm eventually getting things all sorted out, and hopefully by the new year I'll have new content. So that's brilliant. Yeah, so back to this video. As you can see, it's sort of playing around in the background. The way I done it was I worked out the BPM of the music, which is let's have a look at the data. Here we go through that in a minute. So I've got 145 BPM, which is what this tune is. Then I worked out how many seconds in a minute, which is 60. Then I divided that by how many seconds. I kind of worked it out by a BPM reader on the site, which I just tapped the button and it came out 145 and time of the beat sort of thing. So then what I done then was worked out how many frames per second Roblox was running or rendering at. In my case it's 30 frames per second. And then I sort of worked it out between the two, and it works as you saw in the last previous video, hopefully. The one before my graphics equalizer thing. That is some weird stuff, that graphic equalizer. I'll be doing a video on that later. So yeah. Hopefully getting back into, well, I will be getting back into doing videos again. Let's stop this and I'll show you what's actually moving. It's the actual level that's coming towards us, or the bricks. The camera's just turning, that's all it is. Yeah, so the way I wanted to program it was a way of doing a grid section as the bricks sort of come towards the camera. Yeah, we get into that in a minute. And I tried it out beforehand and it's really slow. I couldn't run it in real time, which is what I wanted. So instead of doing that, all I'm doing is just generating a brick at a random interval and then just firing them at the camera. That's all I'm doing, just updating the position of every single brick. So here we go, creating the part. So I'm just working out here, just changing the faces to no outlines, so we get that smooth texture all over the brick. And I'm creating a random size from where are we? 118. So it's a random size for the three directions, like X, Y and Z. And it's got a range of 5 to the range plus 5 for X, range of 1 plus from 1 to whatever the range is, which is the size in this case, and then for the Z it's 20 plus 20 plus the size that we're dealing with, which is 100, was it 118? That's it. So I'm setting the size and then setting the material to smooth plastic, or if the math random times 10 is less than 2, which is basically just saying generate a number between 1 and 10, if it's less than 2 then it'd be a neon, otherwise it's smooth plastic, which is basically all that does. Setting the transparency to completely see-through. Not see-through, completely opaque, if you like. And then I'm setting the brick colour as a random colour, as you see here. I could do brick colour new, colour 3 from RGB if I wanted to, but I think that's good enough for now. And then all I'm doing then is just returning the part so I can work with it. Yeah, that's just saying it's a bit of a mess, this script, because I've done it in about a day. Just I think I was actually tired when I done it. So you see things all over the place, like here we've got camera stuff, plus we got declaring bits and pieces here and there, like the values, beats, bars and all that business. Oh, excuse me, just had a sip of my tea. Yeah, so the way I'm moving the camera, well, not moving, just rotating. I'm grabbing the camera, changing it to a scriptable type, if you like. Then I'm setting the C frame of the camera to 000, the location and rotation. Then I'm working out the roll, or setting the roll to 0. I could have that as an offset of let's say 90 degrees to start with if I wanted to, and it goes to 90 degrees. Let's actually do that, see what it does. Okay, so I'm overriding it somewhere else in the code. I never actually tried that. I just put them in there, just referencing them, just creating them, declaring them, there we go, and then I sort of change it over time. So then I've got a fade effect for when we start up. So if I start it up again, go into lighting, you see these values sort of changing. That's the bloom effect. I've also got a skybox. There you go, let's move out the bloom. That's off. So I've created a skybox there, so you can and just complementing it with a bloom. That's how I get the flashing. So let's go through. Let's actually disable the camera rotation and that. Let's comment that out. That out. Oh. Oh yeah, there's another thing I would like to do in the new year. I know people have been asking me to do it. I'm actually thinking about making a sort of a basics Lua tutorial. I'm not 100% sure if I can hammer something together so you can get the gist of how to do these sort of things. I'm still sort of oohing and ahhing, if you like, about that. I'll tell you what, if I get enough comments on this video asking me to do that, then I'll see why not. So if you like, you can share this video around amongst your friends or whatever. You know the jazz sort of thing. Right, here we go. So we should be able to look around now. There you go. So if I move over, we can see the actual level itself is moving. There you go. So I'm creating 4 layers of blocks with a tiny gap in between. And that looks a bit odd. So, and then how I'm getting the flashing of the bricks and that, I wonder if this will work. I've actually tied it down to the time of the music. So if I do 100, right, so it doesn't, not completely tied in there, because we would have the flashing by now. Right, restart. I'm also thinking about possibly releasing this in its current state, so you guys can have a play around with it, like generating more parts and that. Oh yeah, also the bit that you don't see is the part sort of plus a certain distance, I think it's 100 studs behind the camera. So what would happen if I do this? I think that's how I set it. It's been a while since I worked with this code. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be changing. I think I set it to the camera. Let's move towards the spawning area. Yeah. So it's within the camera. From the camera even. Right. So the way I actually got the flashing to work, that was the hardest part of the of this demo. So if I just re-enable the camera, that's it. So we come to this this data file, if you like. Excuse me a moment, because I have another sip of my tea. Lovely. Yeah, so basically I broke the song down into different if you like beats. Like there's 16 beats per bar, if you like. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc, etc. And then it goes to the next table. So the first one here, I think that's the bloom flash. Yes. So every time you see the flash, it's reading from this table where there's 1 or 0. If there's 1, it will flash. And then if it's 0, it obviously won't flash. And then the next one there is the main blocks. No, it's the floor and ceiling blocks, if you like. It's let's actually mute that music. 1.05. There we go. Yeah, so the ceiling and floor. So that's the next bit. And then to get the whole thing flashing, I think it's further down in the second part of it after the break. As you can see there. I could add another value, but it means going through all of this table. I actually sat there and typed that out. That took a couple of hours, working out where things should be. So yeah. And of course I've got size and width and things like that. And that's the distance away from the camera before it gets removed from the game, if you like. I'll tell you what, if I get enough likes on this video or the other video showing this demo, I will release this code. There you go. There's all the bits and pieces. Part 1, Part 2, F1, F2, which is the floor, and then the part. Oh, there we go. Yeah. The only thing that I haven't quite worked out is sometimes it does get does things not in synchronized. It's like a beat later or something. I think that's just Roblox how it loads things up. I may do later a way of actually working out to get it sort of synchronized with the actual music, like I've done with my old video things that I've done in Roblox. Yeah, there we go. That's the actual parts that are flashing. Yeah, lag. And that's synchronized. That's brilliant. Yeah, this song I found on machinimasound.com. Just browsing, just working out if there's any free video sounds that I can actually, or songs that I can do a little demo on. Because I remember actually coding this, I was sort of kind of a little bit depressed, very tired because I didn't sleep the night before. And I thought, I don't know, I'll create something. Don't know what. I don't know, let's fire some bricks up at the camera. So I did that, as you see, and I thought, that looks boring. Let's alternate the sizes and put a ceiling and floor for the impression of that, and maybe some kind of light in the distance, and here we go. And I thought, let's actually synchronise it to the music. So this is the result of about off and on about 24 hours, if you like. So I hope I've showed you how I've done it. So if I can actually click on one of these, it might be deleting before it as it goes through. Might be able to see it sort of flashing. No, I'll give up. That's what you get for procedurally generating blocks and then deleting. Yeah, so this has been together in Roblox Studio. I talked through on how I've done my shape tunnel demo thing, if you like. And I catch you guys later. Together, signing out.